Hello everyone, myself Purva Apte from DES Secondary School Pune. Today we are going to start with linear equations in two variable, that is lesson number 1 under Maths 1. This is the first lesson for your 10th standard. We have already studied a bit about linear equations in the previous year. So let us learn some more new methods for the same. So let's move. We have already studied what do you mean by linear equations in two variables. Let's take a quick recap for this and then we will go for the further studies. An equation which contains two variables and degree of each term containing variable is 1 is called a linear equation in two variables. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is the general form of a linear equation in two variables where a, b, c are real numbers and a and b are not 0 at the same time. That means they should not be 0 at the same time. This is what we have learned initially in standard 9. Now here is a small activity that identify whether the given equation is a linear equation or not. The first one is 4x plus 5y equal to 10. It is absolutely according to the general form of our linear equation. So yes, it is a linear equation. Second equation is 7m square minus 2n equal to 12. Now here the degree of m is 2 and therefore it is not a linear equation. Third is root 2x plus root 3y equal to 9. Yes, it is a linear equation. Now coming towards the fourth one, 2a minus 0b plus 8 equal to 10. Here, according to the condition, a and b should not be 0 at the same time. Next is 3 upon p plus 4 upon q equal to 12, which is not a linear equation. Sixth one is 2xy minus 4y equal to minus 8. Again, it is not a linear equation. 3p plus 4q minus 5 equal to 0. Absolutely matching with the general form, it is a linear equation. 0.4m minus 5n equal to 8. This is also a linear equation. Moving on to the next elimination method, which we have already learned last year. Let us revise this method once and then we will proceed further. Now here we have two equations, x plus y equal to 35 and x plus 2y equal to 45. Let us label them as equation 1 and equation 2. Elimination method, when we are saying we have to eliminate either x or y so that we will be able to solve the linear equation. So first step will be subtract equation 1 from equation 2. That will be x plus 2y equal to 45 minus x plus y equal to 35. As minus sign is there, obviously the second equation sign is going to change. So plus x will become minus, plus y become minus, and even 35 will get a minus sign. So the answer that you get for this is xx will be x minus x is eliminated. 2y minus y, so only y remains. 45 minus 35 equal to 10. Therefore, the value of y that we get is 10. Now we can substitute this y value in any of the equations. I have chosen equation 1 for that. That is x plus 10 equal to 35. So here we get the x value as 25. This is how we have solved the equations, that is x plus y equal to 35 and x plus 2y equal to 45, And for that, we get the values for x and y as x is equal to 25 and y is equal to 10. This method we have already studied in standard 9th. One more method you must be remembering, we have learned, that is substitution method. Here also we have two sets of equation, 2x plus y equal to 6, which I have labeled as equation 1, and x plus 2y equal to 6, that is equation 2. Now for the substitution method, I have chosen equation 2, that is x plus 2y equal to 6. So I can say that x is equal to 6 minus 2y. Now this x value I am going to substitute in any of equation 1 or 2. Here I have chosen equation 1 to substitute. So 2 into bracket 6 minus 2y plus y equal to 6. Now here instead of x value, I have substituted the value as 6 minus 2y. Solving the bracket first, we get it as 2 multiplied by 6, that is 12. 2 multiplied by minus 2y, that is minus 4y, plus y as it is equal to 6. Minus 4y plus y will become minus 3y. So the next step is 12 minus 3y equal to 6. Now we have to find out the value for y. It is minus 3y is equal to 6 minus 12. As we know, the sign changes when a number shifts from left hand side to right hand side or right hand side to left hand side. So minus 3y equal to minus 6. Therefore, y is equal to minus 6 upon minus 3, which comes out to be 2. So thus we get y equal to 2. Now substituting this y value in equation 1, let us continue. We get it as 2x plus 2 equal to 6, which is our equation number 1. Let us write it as 2x is equal to 6 minus 2. Therefore 2x is equal to 4 and x ultimately comes out to be 2. Thus the answer is x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 2. Both these methods, that is elimination method and substitution method, we have learned last year in standard 9. Now in standard 10, we are going to study some more methods of solving this linear equation. First is the graphical method, very interesting to study. For example, I have taken one equation, that is draw a graph of x plus y equal to 8. Now to draw the graph of this equation, let us find out 4 ordered pairs. It is easier for us to find out 4 ordered pairs, and that is, here I have already written, that is x if I consider as 0, y will be obviously 8. If I consider x as equal to 1, y value will be 7. X value I have chosen as minus 1. My y value comes out to be 9. And if I substitute x is equal to 2, my y value comes out to be 6. You have to make a table in this way, and also you have to write the numbers in this form, that is in bracket x comma y, and you get the coordinates of the points, that is 0, 8, 1, 7, minus 1, 9 and 2, 6. Now we will proceed to draw the graph. This is how your graph is going to look like. Here I have plotted all the points, that is minus 1, 9, 0, 8, 1, 7 and 2, 6. Also be sure that you write the equation on the line itself as I have written x plus y equal to 8. Also do not forget to show the scale onto the side, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both the axes. One more important thing while drawing a graph you have to remember is, do not forget to show x-axis, y-axis and the origin. Once you are done with all these preparatory part, then you will actually plot the points, and this is how your line looks like. So this is how we have drawn a graph of line x plus y equal to 8. Now, how to solve linear equations with two variables with this method? Let us learn that. These are the steps to follow a graph of linear equation. First is find at least 4 ordered pair for given equation. Then draw x-axis, y-axis on the graph paper. Plot the points properly and then join all 4 points through a straight line. Here I have one example for you. The two equations are 2x minus y equal to 8 and the second equation is x plus 2y equal to minus 1. Now for the first equation 2x minus y equal to 8, you may choose any value for x which is comfortable to you. So here I have taken x is equal to 1. If I substitute x is equal to 1 in the equation 2x minus y equal to 8, I get y value as minus 6. So my point is 1 minus 6. Same way, if I substitute x is equal to 2 and solve the equation, I get y value as minus 4. So the point is 2 minus 4. X is equal to 3 when chosen, I get y value as minus 2. Here simply you are substituting x value and you are finding out y value. Here the point is 3 minus 2. And last I have chosen x is equal to 4. And if I substitute that, I get y value as 0. So the point is 4, 0. Second equation which we have is x plus 2y equal to minus 1. I have chosen here minus 1 value for x. So if I substitute x is equal to minus 1, I get y value as 0. So the coordinates of point are minus 1, 0. If we choose 1 as a value for x, I get minus 1 as y. Then I have chosen x is equal to 3. So I get the value for y, that is minus 2. And if I choose minus 2 as x value, I get 0.5 as my y value. So this work, once you are completed with this particular work, then you will move on for drawing a graph. Here, as I told you, first we are going to draw x and y axis. We are going to show the origin first and then we are going to write the scale. Now for your convenience, I have shown two lines with two different colors. Here first line, that is 2x minus y equal to 8. I have plotted all those points with the red color for your convenience. So first point is 0, 4, second is 3 minus 2, then 2 minus 4 and 1 minus 6. Draw a straight line passing through all these points together and immediately write the equation on the same line, that is 2x minus y equal to 8. Next equation is x plus 2y equal to minus 1, which I have shown with blue color. All the points are plotted with blue color and the line has been drawn. Here you will find that both the lines, they cross each other at a particular point and the coordinates of that particular point are 3 minus 2. So obviously the answer for both the equations is 3 minus 2. This is how we can solve the linear equations in two variables with a graphical method. Moving on to the next method, that is determinant method. First of all, let us introduce what do you mean by a determinant. A, B, C, D written in a modular's form is a determinant. There are 2 rows and 2 columns in this, so it is called as determinant with degree 2. Determinant represents a number which is AD minus BC. So we are going to cross multiply, that is A multiplied by D minus B multiplied by C, and that will give the value for this particular determinant. For example, if I write 3, 5 and 2, 4 in a determinant, this is a second order determinant which is having 2 rows and 2 columns. Now how to solve it? 3 multiplied by 4 and 2 multiplied by 5. So 3 multiplied by 4 minus 2 multiplied by 5, it gives me 12 minus 10, which is equal to 2. So the value for this particular determinant is 2. Let us take some more examples for this, and then we will proceed to solve linear equations with this particular method. One more example. Minus 2, 4, minus 3, 1. Here again minus 2 multiplied by 1 minus 3 multiplied by 4. Do not forget to write the bracket, otherwise your answer might be wrong. Minus 2 multiplied by 1 is minus 2 and minus 3 multiplied by 4 is minus 12, but as negative sign is there outside the bracket and inside the bracket, two negatives will make one positive. So minus 2 plus 12, the answer comes out to be 10. Here I have one more example for you. 2 root 3, 2, 4 and 3 root 3. Again cross multiply the numbers, that is 2 root 3 multiplied by 3 root 3 minus into other bracket 4 multiplied by 2. So the answer will be 6 into 3, that is root 3 multiplied by root 3 is 3 and 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. So 6 multiplied by 3 minus into other bracket 8. So here you get 18 minus 8, which is equal to 10. So the value for the determinant is 10. Now I hope it is clear that how to solve a determinant. Now how this method can be used to solve a linear equation. Let us proceed for that. Now determinant method is also called as Cramer's rule. This method was first introduced by a Swiss mathematician Gabriel Cramer, and therefore the name is Cramer's rule. He was born in Geneva and was fond of mathematics from his childhood. At the age of 18 itself, he earned his doctorate and became a professor in Geneva. This is a simple method which he has given to solve the linear equations in short time and in very less space. Very interesting to study this method. This is how a Cramer's rule is. Two equations in its general form I have written: a1x plus b1y equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y equal to c2. Here determinant D I have written as a1 b1 and a2 b2. In the second column I have taken that same equations, but here we have chosen b1 and b2 and c1 and c2, but see how it is written, and we are going to name this as dx. So the equation determinant becomes c1 b1 c2 b2, and for dy, now instead of taking the coefficients of y, here we have chosen coefficients of x and the constant part, that is c1 and c2. So here you get a1 c1 a2 c2. So once you find out all these three determinants, that is d, dx and dy, simply to find the value of x, the formula is dx upon d, that is value of dx determinant upon value of d determinant, and to find the value of y, it is dy upon d. And you get immediately the values for x and y. So let us see how to solve the equation with Cramer's rule. Here it is. Solve the given equation using Cramer's rule. First equation is 3x minus y equal to 7 and x plus 4y equal to 11. Now here a1 is 3, that is coefficient of x. b1 is minus 1, that is coefficient of y, and c1 is 7. a2 is coefficient of x in the second equation, that is 1. b2 is coefficient of y in the second equation, that is 4, and c2 is 11. Now first we will find the value of d determinant, that is a1 b1 and a2 b2. So the values if you substitute, that will be 3 minus 1, and 1, 4. Cross multiply, that is 3 multiplied by 4 minus 1 multiplied by minus 1. So 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. 1 multiplied by minus 1 is minus 1. But as the negative sign is outside the bracket also, it becomes positive number, and therefore 12 plus 1 is 13. So the value for D we get is 13. Now coming for the dx determinant, that is we are solving it for x now. So here we are considering C1, B1 and C2, B2. That is 7 minus 1, 11, 4. When you multiply it, that is 7 multiplied by 4 minus 11 multiplied by minus 1. 7 into 4 is 28. 11 into minus 1 is minus 11. Again, two negatives will become one positive. So 28 plus 11, that is 39. So here we have the value for the determinant dx. Now let us find out the value for dy. Here it is dy a1 c1 a2 c2, which is equal to 3, 7, 1, 11. Cross multiply, 11 multiplied by 3 minus 1 multiplied by 7. So 33 minus 7, the answer is 26. Now according to Cramer's rule, x value is dx upon d. Dx we have got 39 and d was 13. So 39 upon 3, x value we get it as 3. And for y, we get it as dy upon d, which is equal to 26 upon 13, that is y value is 2. Thus, the value for the equations is x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. This is how the linear equations can be solved with the help of Cramer's rule. Now, moving on to the next, even if the equation is not a perfect linear equation, we can reduce that equation to the pair of linear equation and we can solve it. That is, equations reducible to a pair of linear equations in two variables. Very interesting to solve this kind of numericals. We can convert a non-linear equations in a linear equation by making proper change in the variable. We can create new variables for the original ones to convert a non-linear equation to linear equation, and then with any of the methods which we have studied to solve a linear equation can be used to solve this kind of linear equations and get the values for the variables. Let us study how. Yeah, here it is 2 upon x plus 6 upon y equal to 13 and 3 upon x plus 4 upon y equal to 12. Now you will say that this is not a proper linear equation, but this particular equation can be converted to a proper linear equation, and then we will be able to find the values for x and y. Let us study how. As in the previous equations we have done, I have labeled equation 1 and equation 2 for this. Now here we can say that a 1 upon x, be a, any variable you can choose. I have taken it as a and b. So for me, let 1 upon x is equal to a and 1 upon y is equal to b. So the equation now becomes 2a plus 6b equal to 13. Let us label this as equation number 3. And the second equation will be 3a plus 4b equal to 12. And I have labeled it as equation 4. You can see, children, 1 upon x is equal to a and 1 upon y is equal to b, as we have considered. First equation gets converted as 2a plus 6b equal to 13 and 3a plus 4b equal to 12, which I have marked as equation 3 and equation 4 for the further process. Now, this is simple equation, linear equation. Any method which is comfortable to you, you can go for it and solve. Here I have taken, that is, multiply equation 3 by 3 and equation 4 by 2 so that one of the variable can be eliminated. So equation 3 to be multiplied by 3, we get the equation as 6a plus 18b equal to 39. Always remember, whatever multiplication you are doing, that should be done to the left hand side and right hand side of the equation. So my equation 5 becomes 6a plus 18b equal to 39. Now equation 4 is to be multiplied by 2. So that equation comes out to be 6a plus 8b equal to 24, which I have labeled as equation number 6. Now here you can see that if I subtract equation 5 and 6, a will be eliminated and I will be able to find the value of b. As I said, subtracting equation 6 from equation 5, a is eliminated and I get it as 10b is equal to 15, and therefore b is equal to 3 upon 2. Now let us substitute this value in equation 3. We get a is equal to 2. Now this is not the end of the sum. What was our a and what was b? Actually, a is 1 upon x, which we had considered, and b is 1 upon y. So let us substitute these values. It becomes 1 upon x is equal to 2. Therefore, x is equal to 1 upon 2, and 1 upon y is equal to 3 upon 2. So y becomes 2 upon 3. This is how we have solved the numerical. Actually, initially, the sum when we looked at, that was not in the proper form of linear equation. We have reduced it to the linear equation and then we have solved the numerical. And we got the values for x and y. That is, x is equal to 1 upon 2, y is equal to 2 upon 3. In this way, we can solve any equation for reduced to linear equation and solve it. Now, applications of simultaneous equations we will be studying in the next part of the lesson. Up till now, we had studied all the methods that how to solve the linear equation, how to apply the different methods and how to use these methods in word problems that we are going to study in the next lecture. Thus, I have taught you the different methods to solve linear equations in two variables. In the previous year, the two methods that we had studied, that is elimination method and substitution method, and this year we studied different methods of solving linear equation. Now, in the next period, we will be studying how to solve application-based sums with the help of these different methods. Till then, keep practicing and keep enjoying the sums. Thank you.